Welcome to the final session in the Traceability and Monitoring domain. In this video, we focus on applying the concepts from this domain using the PMI Business Analysis Practice Guide. This module forms part of Module 6, Traceability and Monitoring, and it builds directly on the previous sessions where we explored traceability, dependencies, and relationships, managing changes to requirements, and monitoring business analysis performance. This session brings those concepts together by demonstrating how they are applied in practice. In this session, we will examine how the practice guide supports traceability and monitoring activities through practical examples, artifacts, and techniques. We will look at how traceability is established and maintained, how changes are assessed and managed, and how monitoring activities provide visibility into both solution alignment and business analysis effectiveness. We will also consider how these practices are tailored across predictive, adaptive, and hybrid environments, using the practice guide to illustrate different levels of formality, documentation, and governance. The focus is not on a single prescribed approach, but on understanding how to select and apply the most appropriate tools and techniques for the context of the initiative. Applying the practice guide in this way helps translate theory into practice. It enables business analysis practitioners to confidently implement traceability and monitoring activities that support decision-making, protect business value, and ensure that solutions remain aligned with stakeholder needs and organizational objectives throughout the initiative lifecycle.
The PMI Business Analysis Practice Guide provides practical techniques that bring traceability and monitoring to life. Two of the most widely used are the Requirements Traceability Matrix and Backlog Refinement. A traceability matrix offers a structured, visual way to demonstrate how each requirement links to business objectives, design elements, test cases, and acceptance criteria. It acts as a map of the solution, showing where every requirement comes from and how it will be validated. For example, in a government project to modernize a tax filing system, a traceability matrix could link a requirement such as captured digital signatures back to the business goal of regulatory compliance, forward to a technical design component for secure encryption, and then into test cases that verify digital signature functionality. This ensures that the requirement is not only delivered, but also validated against its original intent. Backlog refinement serves a similar purpose in adaptive environments, but with a more dynamic focus. It involves continuously reprioritizing user stories and epics, making sure they stay aligned with current business objectives. Refinement sessions allow the team and stakeholders to review dependencies, identify gaps, and confirm that acceptance criteria remain valid. Over time, this reduces waste and improves delivery flow. In an e-commerce example, backlog refinement might surface a dependency where the checkout payment gateway story must be completed before the applied discount code story. By making that relationship visible, the team avoids sequencing errors that could otherwise frustrate customers and delay releases. What both techniques have in common is that they are not one-off activities. They depend on regular collaboration between the business analyst, stakeholders, and delivery teams. The traceability matrix should be reviewed and updated whenever new requirements are added or changes are approved. Backlog refinement should occur frequently, ensuring that user stories remain current, feasible, and prioritized in line with business value. When applied consistently, these tools make traceability and monitoring practical, visible, and actionable. They reduce the risk of misalignment, provide clarity on dependencies, and strengthen stakeholder confidence in the delivery process. With these techniques explored, we can now bring the module together with a final summary of key takeaways, highlighting how traceability and monitoring safeguard value and drive confidence in business analysis outcomes.
As we close this session on the traceability and monitoring domain, let's highlight the key points. Traceability connects requirements across the life cycle, ensuring they align with business value, while monitoring keeps them accurate, relevant, and effective over time. We saw how tailored traceability approaches strike a balance between too much detail, which slows delivery, and too little, which risks misalignment. We explored dependencies and relationships, which prevent orphan requirements and support smarter planning. We looked at managing changes to requirements, recognizing that structured change control protects scope and value.
And we discussed monitoring business analysis performance, where metrics and techniques like variance analysis and retrospectives drive continuous improvement. Finally, we reviewed the practice guide tools, traceability matrices, and backlog refinement that make these practices real and actionable. The takeaway is simple. Traceability and monitoring reduce risk, strengthen alignment, and build confidence that business analysis work will deliver value. With that, we conclude the traceability and monitoring domain and prepare to move into the next stage, the evaluation domain.